We're back here on 970 WFLA talking about the local real estate market here on the Duncan Duo Show. I'm joined by David Diaz with Waterstone Mortgage. I'm Andrew Duncan. Want to move on next to the local real estate statistics. Got some interesting information with the statistics. I saw a couple newspaper articles this week that I felt like really didn't source statistics and kind of explain the stats that they were using in their articles. So I'm looking specifically at the Greater Tampa Association of Realtor Statistics, 4-year sales and inventory history from 2012 to 2016. And in August, the average sale price in Tampa was $244,713. In July, it was $251,127, and in June, it was $251,498, which to me says that's 3 months in a row of the average sale price in Tampa dropping, which means prices softening a little bit, not necessarily rising 20%. If we look year over year, if you look at August of 2015, those statistics show an average sale price of $219,691 to today of $244,713. That's about a 10% gain, maybe a 12% gain from August of 15 to August of 16. As far as comparing the average list price, same thing. We've gone from June of 258, July 255, and August 250. Months of supply of inventory is down to its lowest ever at 2.5. Homes selling on average for about 98% of the asking price. And we did see 3,120 sales in August, which was the second best month of the year so far compared to June. Compared to last August, it's about a 15% increase from the 2827 number of sales that we saw. Her statistics, maybe they included Sarasota, Bradenton, and some of the St. Pete Realtor Board, but in Tampa, those are statistics that we're looking at. We're starting to see what I feel like is still a really strong lack of supply and inventory in the starter home areas. The 250, 300, even 400 and 500 in some neighborhoods are considered starter homes in some of the more prominent parts of Tampa. But ultimately, we see a lack of supply. We see prices maybe softening a little bit, but not that much inventory, and home sales still rising. So lots of concern from people, but really not that much to be concerned with because the market is still extremely healthy. Where it starts to get unhealthy is when you climb up above $600,000 and $700,000, where the inventory starts to balloon from 2 months to 4 months to 6 months to 14 months. Which is what we're seeing in terms of inventory for homes above $1 million right now. So that segment of our market has certainly more supply than demand.
Yeah, well, it's like you've talked before, it's the domino effect. And if the starter, if the first-time home buyer doesn't have a starter home to get into, that person can't sell their home. And
correct.
Then can't. I mean, there's typically not a whole lot, unless you're Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, you're not buying $1 million home as your first home.
Yeah, and there's not as many $1 million buyers in Tampa as there are in other markets. I mean, for example, for the year, okay, their average is about 20 sales across Tampa every month above $1 million. So in the entire Tampa area, there's about 20 a month that sell for that. So there's 180 year to date through August. So 20-ish is about the right number. And while there are 181 that have sold in the last year, there are presently 318 on the market. So a lot of those will not sell. But you're right. And I think the biggest challenge we have is still inventory. If there were more first-time home buyer sales, if there was more inventory for them to gobble up because we know the demand's there, then there'd be more 400 sales and more $600,000 sales and more $800,000 sales. But the problem is when you bottleneck that inventory down low, it leads to challenges.
The demand is absolutely there. I can't tell you how many pre-approvals and how many clients I talk to on a weekly basis that have put in multiple offers on homes and quite frankly are getting discouraged. They were expected to be in something by now.